by the fairgrounds out there in that northwest corner.
Yeah, we used to have one in Brooks Park when
Yeah,
I was a kid, but
before the baseball field.
High school years ago.
Ice skating rink.
Yeah, they tried them up there, but they stood in the dirt. But my only question or concern on this is who's maintaining it, taking care of it, who's putting it up, tearing it down. You know, is it gonna be Paul's job, is it gonna be Melissa's job, you know?
Or on a volunteer basis.
Or, yeah, to make sure that it gets taken care of if you did buy it, you know. Who's liable when someone gets hurt?
exactly.
Well, that was one of the things that we had talked about a little bit down at the park, and we kind of figured that our insurance was covering that.
But if it's on someone's private lot,
Well, that would be up to, yeah.
who owns that lot?
Paul does.
And who's gonna patrol it at night? We have
I don't have
businesses
much to say.
that are getting broke into already.
Well,
So if you guys want to, do it, then you probably want the city to do it, and so the city can control.
Yeah.
That, right? So it'll be the city's responsibility.
Right.
And what kind of thing is this? I mean, could you set it up like on the basketball court would be fine?
I would think so, yeah. So it's a 30 by 80, and it can be taken down and put up year after year. And that $5,100 is includes shipping.
When's the next wellness coalition meeting?
Well, we're trying to set it up actually with that tall grass kind of meeting, so we're kind of shooting for Friday at 2 o'clock. That's real
It's gonna be
tentative.
really cool.
Sorry, next week, Friday at 2
okay.
o'clock. But that hasn't been confirmed. Because they haven't had a meeting, they're wanting to have one, last I heard, and this they're tentatively planning on trying to make it part of that meeting with Matt at Tallgrass Architect. To kind of do both.
so will you present this to that meeting?
I actually already sent it over, and they were going to do some discussing on it.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, liquor hearing, Martin Tire Malt Beverage License.
Was he wanting just to take over what they had in their not beverage license?
Bob?
I got a comment on that. This will go back about 5-6 years ago or whatever it was. The licenses for malt beverage on, off sale were separated. So you could get an on-sale license. You have to have an on-off sale license to do video lottery. And the state of South Dakota went to just that one license. It's up to each city to decide how many they give out or what they give out or what they do. But 5-6 years ago, Fresh Start was wanting video lottery in both buildings. And we put a stop to it and we let them have one. Then the law changed and they put them in both. And legally, Len's Dakota Mart could put video lottery in their business right now because they're on sale. Right now, there's 10, 15 video lottery, or 3 businesses with video lottery within a block of the place. When I first bought the bowling alley, there was only 4 in the town market. Now there's 6. So I'm not for doing it. Cuts into my business, cuts into Broad's business, cuts into the HMH business. There's 2 businesses for sale in Martin that both have malt beverage licenses. If people want to have video lottery and malt beverage, they have opportunity to buy either one. And that's about all I have on it.
Council?
I'm kind of agreeing with Bob. I'm not, how many do you need?
Does Tony want to talk, or he had the option to be here tonight and didn't, or?
He didn't show up evidently.
Did the city at one time have they come in from Family Dollar and one in liquor, one at
or 8. So,
But that was probably before they was combined too, right? All the one license.
yeah, you can't, well, no, it was after that, because
So we have a limit on 8, and how many do we have currently?
this would be number 8.
This would and there's 3 businesses right close, so, yeah.
H&H, Bros, Legion, and technically Lynn's could do it if they wanted to. And then you
Yes,
got the
right.
bowling alley and you got
Yes,
Mark.
we got 1, 2,
Oh, yes, right, yeah, that's right, so 4. That's good,
Yes, we has one?
yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, in this economy we live in, democracy, if you will, there's a concept, market competition. That's good for the consumer. It's up to the city governing body to decide, do they wish to provide availability of products to the consumer on a wider range of opportunity for the consumer. This is not about protectionism, as is being suggested. Thank you.
I got a comment on that, what he just brought up, then if you're gonna do that, then why not let every business in town have a liquor license to sell packaged liquor? Why,
That's
you know-
limited by population.
But it's also controlled by the city,
It's limited, you can only have so many according to your population.
and we can only have one, according to our population.
According to our ordinance, you can have one, but not to our population.
Well, but see, you're controlling it, that's what I'm getting at.
Right.
If we're gonna control one thing, we gotta control them all, or we not, none, you know?
A lot of our revenue that we use for BBB money comes from the sale of beer.
I know, but are they gonna sell beer, or is it just gonna be Video Logic? That's my concern. A lot of my revenue in my business comes from Video Logic. Every time we add more machines, we take away from my revenue. And like I say, when I bought the business, there was 4 in town. Now we're up to 6, then it'll be up to 7, or 8. And we also have a casino on the edge of town that cut into the revenue of Video Logic.
I would say with the presented information, I need a little more time to think about it, and maybe it'd be good if Tony wanted to have
Bring them into the next meeting.
next meeting. So I make a motion to table it until the next meeting.
Motion by Jay to table this till next meeting. Second by Lindsay. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Souls license transfers.
This is basically just kind of a paperwork to get the license to match up to the sales tax license, and Butch doesn't want his name on the license anymore, so he wants everything in Sam's name, so we got transferred from him to her.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Jay to transfer the licenses to Samantha. Second by Gloria. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Well, on that subject, didn't I pay $300 for the license?
Yeah,
And you charged Samantha $300 to transfer?
it's a yeah, because that money goes to the state for the transfer.
So did you reimburse me?
You paid $300 at the end of June for the July.
I don't know, just wait. Didn't we?
The liquor license is just $100 a month.
Yeah, but I thought we had stuff when it came out. When we found out that the taxes and what
Right, she has to pay $150 to transfer the liquor license and $150 to transfer the malt beverage license.
But I didn't pay for another license.
You did not. You paid for, the malt beverages renew at the beginning of July, that's when the $300 got paid.
Next on the agenda, food vendors, Bob Tocha.
My question and concern on the food vendors is, here in Martin, we don't have any policy on, or anything in writing showing what they do. All they do is if they have a business license, they come and pay $100, they can sell food anywhere they want to. They don't have to be inspected. Like in this one, they have to have a state inspection, they have to have a copy of their mobile food service license, they pay a fee, they also have to have liability insurance coverage to sell in the town that this one's from. I found them all over the internet. Any town you go to has these applications. I don't feel $100 a year is a fair price for to set up a food vendor up place. I mean, I pay more property tax than that to sell my food. Also in here, this place doesn't let them set up in residential. They can't be hooked to the city sewer, the city water. We do have one of them in town. So it's set up more like a permanent structure, which I don't see as right.
So our ordinance reads in that, and that's nice to have Sarah here because she has all of that. But how does our ordinance read on that?
We just have, it's called a business license.
So basically, they just a sales tax license.
They've got sales permit.
Yeah, they need to be called a vendor's permit. But before last year, we never had food trucks. So this is all new to the city too.
Okay.
So
So-
I've been charging them $100 a year for food truck or whatever, and make sure they have a sales tax license. So
But there's only one of them that's legal.
But then they also don't have to have their certain state license during that unless the state catches them.
I thought we shut one of those food vendors down because they weren't state inspected.
Yeah,
we didn't get them shut down, they just left them.
yeah.
But, the state person that
Health
said
inspector.
there's only one of them that was legal.
And there was issues with them actually coming to Martin, right, and getting the time to come down here, I think, and do, during the time that they were open and that sort of thing. It was all logistics issues.
I talked to the state lady, she said basically the only way they catch them is if they happen to be in the town they're in, when selling food when they're in town. Otherwise, they pretty much have free reign. But on the same note, we had a few years ago a guy selling out of his trailer house on the same type of permit license. You know, I think the city needs to have something like this, and they're all over. Every city around has a application a person fills out, but helps them with all their insurance and all their information on it. That right now, on that one and other ones I found, they have to put the city down on their insurance. So the city's covered through their insurance. So,
Just like the liquor liability,
you know,
the city has to be named or they're not liable.
you guys can have that. Like I say, I found them for Rapid there, Hot Springs. There's several. If you search the internet, you can find them.
Maybe we can get with our attorney and have her draw something up and we can vote on it next meeting.
I would make a motion that we have our attorney look at the presented sample of a vendor application and have it on the next agenda.
Motion by Jay,
Can we keep this book?
Yeah, but I have one comment on that I think you guys should do is, as a group, decide what you want in that before you present it to people. You know, make sure you got everything that you want down as far as your ordinance, whether they can do it at residential, whether it all has to be in business district, however you guys want it.
We'll have some discussion with our attorney on that and see how it fits with the existing, how we would update it into that.
there's a motion on the floor from Jay to have our city attorney look this deal over.
Second.
Second by Gloria. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Generator for shop. Paul, you have the floor.
So we can get a grant for a generator for the shop. I believe it's a 25-75 match. We match 25%. The state will do 75. I had Genpro come down and look at it and do the automatic throw switch and stuff, and it was. Did you put that in their package, Gene? It was like 16,000
I had
Total or 25%?
total.
So we would be
25%. Yeah. And the Black Hills Council will be the ones writing it. I've been trying to get a hold of that bill last, but I just want to make sure you guys were on board with it. The thing is, if we don't have power in the shop, it's a blizzard, cops, fire, nobody's getting out unless we're out. So it's pretty crucial we have power at our shop.
Make a motion, council.
So- You got the grant already, or?
No, I just want to make sure you guys were on board with it before we.
He's out with the transfer switch too there.
Yeah,
Figured out?
that's 16, yeah.
Make a motion that we pursue the generator for the shop grant.
I'm not for sure.
Motion by Jay to pursue this generator grant, second by Lindsay.